bringing you news and information from around the Pacific Command. This is your AFN Pacific Report.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of AFN Pacific Report. I'm Senior Airman Therese Garnier. During testimony on Tuesday to the Senate Armed Services Committee, the commander of U.S. Pacific Command, Admiral Sam Locklear, detailed the effects of sequestration on his command.
What we have done, what the services have done, is that we prioritized our assets globally, as well as inside the Asia Pacific, to be able to ensure that our most pressing problems are properly addressed with the right force levels and the right levels of readiness. So today, I think we have managed that inside the PACOM AOR. Now, what I have concerns is that that's just for today. But what happens in the near and midterm, as our overall readiness of our force starts to decline because of the impacts of the way that sequestration has been implemented. So you're seeing things like we're canceling large-scale exercises that we've done to ensure the readiness, future readiness of our force, because we don't have the flying hours, nor the transportation, or the fuel supplies to do that, or the fuel money to do that. And so we're having to prioritize those things towards those things in PACOM theater, which are most pressing. And today, that most pressing situation is what's happening on the peninsula in Korea.
Admiral Locklear said the way sequestration cuts the budget limits his ability to manage the negative impact of the cuts. U.S. Marines continue training with their Philippine counterparts during Exercise Balikatan. A convoy evolution included a surprise attack.
A while back was we conduct an ambush gigs, near ambush and fire ambush.
They're fast-paced. They're very aggressive for the fact that they don't have much armor plating on their vehicles, and even like how we have flak and Kevlars, they don't have that. So using speed and agility for their maneuvering towards the enemy helps them out a lot.
I enjoy working with the U.S. Marines, and it's a nice experience to work with them and to share some knowledge and learn from them also.
A commander at Osan Air Base has joined the ranks of a select group of fighter pilots to reach a career milestone.
Colonel Patrick McKenzie, the wing commander of the 51st Fighter Wing, is returning from a flight. But this flight was not a routine mission.
I got to eclipse 3,000 hours in the F-16, which is something that doesn't happen very often anymore, unfortunately.
In fact, Colonel McKenzie is now the 244th person in the world to fly more than 3,000 hours in an F-16 Fighting Falcon.
So I've been given the opportunity to fly the F-16 since I was a lieutenant. I've never had to fly anything else, so I've gotten a lot of opportunity that many people don't get. So I think it's just a lot of luck and timing more than anything else, but it was quite a thrill for me.
Flying more than 3,000 hours may seem like an individual achievement. Colonel McKenzie knows it was really a team effort.
It starts at the maintenance side as they prepare the airplanes to get them ready to fly and ensure that they are, no kidding, ready to go out and execute their mission. There's thousands of people that work in the background.
Colonel McKenzie is now a member of a small club, but more importantly, this mission helped keep his skills sharp and keeps him ready to fight and win tonight. Air Force Staff Sergeant Anthony Kuhn, Osan Air Base, Republic of Korea.
Staying at Osan, a group of airmen who are usually dressed from head to toe in camouflage traded in their combat boots for running shoes as a way to pay tribute to fellow airmen who have fallen in service to their country.
There are different reasons to run. Some do it to stay in shape, others simply because they have to. But if you were to ask Master Sergeant Kyle Anderson why he's ran more than 4 hours today, you'd find he has a different reason. He's running for
Senior Airman Smith, another one of the fallen guys, and Major Gray.
These are some of the names of fallen Tactical Air Control Party members. Today, Sergeant Anderson and his fellow TACP airmen remember them by running.
TACP units across the world are doing the same thing, 24 hours of nonstop running.
Running this distance gives Sergeant Anderson time to reflect on a few friends who made the ultimate sacrifice for freedom.
I was an instructor for 5 years, and half these guys were my students. Senior Airman Smith, that guy, when he did things wrong, you didn't even have to tell him to get down. Like, he was already there just like knocking out his push-ups, and he was that guy. He was like, I know I messed up, I'm going to fix myself and show you that I know I did wrong. There's very few guys who do that type of stuff. He was one of them. And I feel proud today that everything that I did, that I push those guys every day to do the hardest thing they can and do the right thing. And it sucks that doing the right thing is what got Senior Airman Smith killed. But he saved lives doing it, so it doesn't really matter. He got other people back home.
Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg, Osan Air Base, Korea.
Coming up, Sasebo sailors get organized for community outreach. But first, let's take a look around the Pacific Command in today's Snapshots.
U.S. and Philippine forces practice engaging the enemy during convoy training in the Philippines as part of Balagatan 2013. Taiko drummers perform during the annual Cherry Blossom Festival at Naval Air Facility at Sugi. A KC-135 Stratotanker refuels an F-15 over the skies of Okinawa. And that's a look around the Pacific Command in today's Snapshots.
Great news for airmen pursuing higher education. The Air Force has officially restarted its military tuition assistance program. The service restarted the program as a result of congressional budgetary action. The Air Force Tuition Assistance Program retains the same benefits as before. USS Denver sailors are encouraging their shipmates to get involved with the local community around Sasebo Naval Base.
Sailors from USS Denver have started a group to get other sailors more involved in the Sasebo community.
The plan for the Combined Outreach Group is get other commands involved, get civilians involved, get local nationals involved. We're going to put a positive name to the face of America.
And with that goal in mind, the group visited the Inari Children's Center to sing songs, play basketball, and interact with the local children.
They seem to really enjoy going up really high and playing basketball with them. It's been pretty awesome, like interacting with the Japanese kids and seeing how much joy it brings them to see other people come in and play with them. It's just a really great time.
They seem to really enjoy the music and just enjoy being around Americans and playing a lot.
Between the music and the play, the sailors took some time to rest and talk to the children.
I've learned some words. I think I've taught a few words. I think we went over a few animals and a few colors and whatnot, but this has just been a great learning experience for myself, and I hope for them too.
One sailor even learned about the unicycles that the children were riding around the gym.
One of the little Japanese kids told me, said, it's not for big people.
That fun and learning is what the Combined Outreach Group is all about.
No one can help everyone, but everyone can help someone, and that's what COG's trying to do here today.
It's not just about work, but it's an opportunity for the sailors to feel good about themselves and realize that it's an opportunity to give back. The best is yet to come.
Seaman Andrew Frisbee, Complete Activities, Sasebo, Japan.
Students at Seoul American High School were pushed beyond their comfort zone during a school event based on a popular TV show.
If you think these people are just eating sweet marshmallows, you're wrong. Students, faculty, and parents gathered for a Fear Factor style challenge where testing your fortitude is its own reward.
My favorite part was the Mother Bird and Baby Bird challenge. Well, because it was funny, it seemed pretty easy, and plus I was hoping that some people might have noticed, oh, okay, they can handle it, like we can be one of the tough ones. Proud of the fact that I put myself out there, and I'm proud that I at least got something.
Members of the Parents, Teacher, and Students Organization, or PTSO, might have had as much fun preparing for this event as the participants did competing.
I absolutely loved it. We had a blast planning it. I had a great crew that helped me. We laughed and giggled, but it was just totally fun to give back to the kids and they seemed to really appreciate it. We were excited about it.
But this unique experience was not just for kids.
I have a daughter at Saws High School, and I wanted her to have fun tonight. It was a lot of fun. It's one of those things that we will think back about and have a lot of fun remembering together.
They had a night of firsts and found out if fear is a factor for them. Specialist John Barry, Yongsan, Korea.
For decades, aero clubs at Air Force bases worldwide have offered community members a way to earn a pilot certification. Air Force Staff Sergeant Mike Larman reports on a new piece of equipment at Yokota's Aero Club that makes training safer.
November 172 Romeo Bravo cleared for departure, runway 18.
Through Yokota's Aero Club, community members can learn to fly, continue aviation education, and maintain important flying skills. The club seeks to offer a simplified and low-cost approach to aero education, and a new flight simulator makes the program even more efficient.
One of the projects and goals that we want is to try to make flight training as inexpensive as possible. Whether some of the stuff that we can do in flight training, we can actually start getting prepared for their flight training on the ground before they actually get inside the aircraft.
Pilots who are used to flying around the Tokyo area will notice that the view from the simulator is fairly accurate. Take off from Yokota's runway, and Mount Fuji is right off in the distance. And you can fly in any weather, from clear skies to even a snowstorm.
Weather is our most problem that we have here at Yokota. But now, with the simulator, we can continue training on a continuous basis. And then we can accomplish more in the simulator that we don't do in the airplane due to safety.
Only 290 Redbird simulators exist in the world. Yokota is home to the only one in Japan. On top of that, it's the only Redbird in the entire Aero Club program. That's all thanks to the support the club receives from base organizations. Air Force Staff Sergeant Mike Larman, Yokota Air Base, Japan.
That's it for this newscast. From all of us here at AFM Pacific, thanks for watching.